Hello YouTube, how are we doing? I've had a complaint. I'm disheartened. I'm not upset, disheartened. Let me read it to you. Martin, I've been a subscriber to your channel for many years. I'm disheartened and upset that in comparison to other channels, you don't use the word guy or guys enough. There is no incessant request for subscribers. If people want to subscribe, they subscribe. If they don't, Oakmoss. With this in mind, I think really you should review your recording techniques and the way you do things. So, hi guys, how are you doing? My name is Martin. This is my bathroom. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm begging you. Go on. Please. I won't pay any money because I'm a tight ass. But please subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it lots if you do. And guys, please hang around and subscribe. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel, guys, please. And right, enough of that crap. For a while, over a year, about a year, I've had buy me a coffee on the channel. So if people want to support the channel, donate cash basically, so I can go out and buy stuff. It hasn't been greatly successful. There's been a few donations made by a handful of people. We're still talking less than £100 donated total, which doesn't really buy a great deal in this day and age. We've bought all the money's been spent on shaving equipment for the channel. However, somebody did buy me coffee. The Morning Dram, coffee for the spirits drinker. This is whiskey barrel aged coffee. I came home from work the other night, had 2 bags. A box arrived from New York with 2 bags of this in. Mark, thank you very much. 15 grams of beans, ground up, makes a cracking cup. I've had it so far in a cafetiere French press and through a stovetop espresso, and both have been really good. So Mark, thank you very much. If anybody else wants to buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description below. Right, onto the shave. 4 years. Been doing this crap on YouTube for 4 years. For shits and giggles. I'm not doing for subscribers, am I? Yeah. We'll carry on in the same vein as we have done. But 4 years on YouTube. So yeah. So the razor for today, we are going vintage with a Gillette Rocket from 1949. This is a UK made rocket. The case is made in Canada. The razor was retailed in Canada and repatriated by me. As you can see, it's in pristine condition. I watched a live shave a couple of weeks back and there was some young dick on there vilifying modern razors over vintage razors. Fucking idiot, didn't have a clue what he was talking about, but never mind. But there we go. Leave that one there. So that's the razor for today. So it's a twist to open. There we go, the blade goes in. So, and in there I'm using the same vintage Personna I used with the Rex Ambassador, the Personna Super Stainless. But this will be smoother in here than it is in the Rex. That tells you something about the Rex Ambassador. It looks nice, it's not the best razor. It doesn't give me the best shave anyway, but I do enjoy using it. So there's the blade. There's the blade loaded. There's the door shut. There's no quarter turn on this, it just tightens up. And there we go. There is an overhang, obviously it's a vintage Gillette. What do you expect? It's got overhang. The soap for today after 4 years. I was quite lucky early on in my wet shaving journey to discover Wickham soaps. So that's what we're using today. We're using Apricus, which is based on the 1966 version of Sauvage by Dior. I don't mean the Johnny Depp crap like you see on TV. I mean the classic Sauvage. The stuff that looks like piss in a bottle. That's Sauvage. This was a limited edition soap by Darren, which needs adding back to the main line. The scent is so good. It's your bog standard Wickham formula. So it's vegan based, friendly as anything, and full of good stuff. So that's what we're using today. It's a Wickham Apricus. The brush is wet. The brush is Strike Gold Shave. It's my Strike Gold Shave POTUS, my tiger. The pour on this resin is absolutely superb. Black, blue, gold, orange, hopefully you can see that out there, and it's got a 24mm super high density badger in it. So that's what we're using today, which has been soaking for a while. I'll just dip the tips back in the water. So let's shave on. There we go, 3 shakes, we're out. Soap. Yeah, this was 3 years ago, I think. Darren brought this out as a summer limited edition, and it really needs to come back to the main line. Darren, if you're watching, I've given you enough hints. It would certainly sell. I'll put the scent notes in the description below if I remember. So yeah, somebody liking a post on Facebook. There you go. People are going to say, bloody hell, how long have you loaded that brush for? I've only got one tub of this, so when it's gone unless Darren brings it back. I will be speaking to Mr. Barnes again shortly and getting another request. As far as I know, there's no other soaps on the market that have had this scent. I say it's based on the 1966 version of Eau Sauvage, not the Johnny Depp modern stuff. So these Brush Guy brushes, they were made for West Coast shaving. He made them for himself for a while, and he started making them for West Coast shaving and Strike Gold Shave. And now he's back making them for himself and selling them on Etsy. Most ergonomic brush handle I've ever used. It just fits in the hand superbly. I bought this as handle only and knotted it myself. Just put the razor in the water, get some heat in that while I think ahead, which is quite strange. So yeah, 4 years on YouTube, almost 350 videos, so we're averaging about 85 a year for round figures, which isn't a lot by comparison to some channels. Look, some of them could put that out in about 24 hours. But there's been no shite videos of like how to turn on a tap, how to turn off a tap, how to pour stuff from one bottle to another. There's been no clickbait videos like I may have COVID, like I watched a few years ago, and surprisingly enough the person didn't, but hey, that tosser. So yeah, how to put soap into a bowl. You just push it in, it's not rocket science. So Gillette Rocket 1949 with a Personna Super Stainless. In the last shave this blade felt pretty rough. It doesn't in this razor. That live shave is just like blade clamping technology. Well thought of pish. It's a top cap of the base plate. Manufacturing tolerances. I think some of the old engineers knew what they were doing. Christ, they managed to get a man on the moon. The youth of today, they have no idea. Never mind. Doesn't taste as good as Club Cola. Cracking. So, shaving soaps with not modern homages like Sauvage and that sort of crap. Some of the older scents. What's your favourites? What's the best? Sneeze. What's your favourite? What do you think is the best homage? You know, this is based on a 1966 version of Sauvage. when this soap came out, I wasn't sure what it smelled like. So I was in a large department store in Aberdeen, and I went up to the perfume counter, and I said to the young lady, I said, could I possibly get a sample of Eau Sauvage? So she goes in the drawer and digs out like five little vials of Sauvage. I said, no, thanks Pet, but no, it's Eau Sauvage. So what that stuff's been in the market. Dior don't even make samples for it. Okay, so I left with me 5 vials of Sauvage. I said thank you very much and left. Bought the soap just in fact it's a Darren Barnes scent. And a few weeks later we were on holiday and I managed to pick up the eau de parfum for a very good price. So, shaving soap homages, what's the best? What do you recommend? Obviously PA have done a fair few over the years. Been a few Old Spice ones, been a few Brut ones. If you haven't used the Wickham soap before, even though it's vegan, I would urge you to try it. Darren does a few one-offs, like he makes a soap for pasteurs, Union Square, he makes Le Bleu for West Coast shaving, that's only available for them. That was another limited edition like this. He makes a few for the Groom Room in Dundee for Ian. But I think this is probably one of his best scents that he's ever done. And there's a man who's tried and owns a fair few Wickham soaps. The blade, even though it's one shave older than it was in the Rex, feels totally different. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an experience with this blade easily. We'll now shave 4. There's at least another 12 shaves in this blade before it dies and goes to blade heaven. That's why I enjoy using the old stock blades. If you can lay your hands on them. comfortable, exceptionally. Normal pickup areas, just where it grows. Dog collet, as I call it. Bloody seagulls. Noisy things. Done. The only plus of loading heavy is you get plenty of soap for a face wash. Yeah, cracking. I haven't even used cold water. That's just a face wash and then just flow it off with some warm water. No need for any cold water. That just feels moisturised. Well, the soap was on. I went and made a coffee. So I'm just going to have a cup. Cheers. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate the pottery, mate. Stoke's finest, I think. Okay. Alright. We're going straight with the matching balm. Apricus. This is, again, I've only got one of these, so it's going to be one pump. No, it would be one pump if everything came out of it. Doesn't want to come. How many times did a fella say that one? Right, top off. Trying to get destructive. Top back on. See, you've got anything on this channel. I'll put tops off, I'll pull tops off and put them back in. I can't get it in, man. No, I think we've lost the vacuum. Does this part go down? No, bottom part must come up. There we go, we've got some. Lovely scent. Got there at last. I'll leave the top off that and I'll have a look at that one later on. try and work out how those things work. This video has dragged on a bit, hasn't it? It's like a live shave. Right, so there's the balm done. Another slurp of coffee. Cheers. It's nice when your friends buy things like that, isn't it? It makes you appreciate them even more. Right, before we put the EDP on, which we will spray, the soap for today was Apricus by Wickham soaps, along with the matching balm, which you've just seen me struggle with horrendously. As much as some people find it gross, that is how the soap is getting put away, with the suds on the top. Leave it to dry for a few hours, shove the lid on, shove it back in the cupboard. The brush, look at the split on that bad boy, 24mm of finest badger. It's actually super high density. The handle still is stunning, it's the best part of the brush. The razor, Gillette Rocket 1949, it's cleaned up a treat with a Personna super stainless on its 4th use, made in Glasgow. If it's not Scottish, it's shite, as Kevin would say. Oh, this is from Yaki, it's brilliant, I think Kevin would probably say. It'll get me in so much trouble. Who gives a shit? Right. EDP. We're going Dior or Sauvage. I said it before and I'll say it again. If you don't want to get a big sting from the alcohol, spray it into your hand. Leave it 5 seconds. The alcohol dissipates. You still get a kick. And you can just rub the after effects on your forearms or the erogenous zones. Magnetic top, just found that out. There you go. So there we are folks, 4 years on YouTube. To those of you who've been around since the beginning, thanks. To those of you who've joined and come along for the journey, thanks. It's been fun. It's going to carry on being fun. To those of you who've bought me coffees or coffee beans, thanks Mark. Thank you. Your help and support is appreciated. And that's it, we are done. Not going to waffle on. I've done enough of that shite today. Right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.